Hi, this is Miriam Tenkate, Executive Director of Special Services. Thank you for taking a few minutes to review this training video to ensure that all new students are registered appropriately and all the necessary information is entered into Skyward to ensure that students are receiving the special education services necessary for their education. Starting in the 21-22 school year, all special education staff members will be able to use a parent portal and IEP online. What that means is they're going to be able to send evaluations and IEP documents to parents in a parent portal, and the parents will be able to sign documents utilizing the parent portal and IEP online. What's really important for this to work appropriately and correctly is that in Skyward, families whose students receive special education services must have a current email address and phone number on file. So when a new student enrolls, please make sure that you check these two pieces of information to ensure that we have the appropriate information and that it's entered correctly into Skyward. Also, if a family who is currently in Lake Stevens updates their email address or phone number, please make sure to update that in a timely manner so that the parent portal can be used correctly. Throughout the district, we're really excited that all psychologists receive clerical support, and we're super appreciative of the collaborative nature between all the office professionals and paraeducators that are providing the support to psychologists. This allows them to really focus on doing thorough comprehensive evaluations, and your support to set up meetings, to be able to schedule meetings, to be able to send documents when necessary is critical to ensuring that we meet compliance timelines. So please make sure that you are working in conjunction with the school psychologist, and the number of hours that are indicated here on the PowerPoint. And if you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to contact me directly. So this is a slide that I want you to pay particular attention to. So what can happen, what has happened often in our district, is that a family will inform you that they are withdrawing at the end of the semester at a certain time period or at the end of the school year, at which point you will enter that family as withdrawing on a certain date. However, on occasion, the family doesn't actually leave the district or doesn't actually move, so they end up returning, and I'm using returning in quotes, or they end up remaining within the district. So what's really important is if you are deleting a withdrawal, meaning you've entered that the student will be withdrawing at a certain time period, but now the student hasn't left and you're deleting that withdrawal, it's critically important that you notify Debbie Eichner-Hatch, our special services compliance office professional, that you have deleted a withdrawal, and in fact that the student is staying within the district. When you put in a notification that a student is withdrawing, Debbie receives that notification through Skyward. And so then she exits the student out of special education services. However, if you delete that withdrawal, there is no notification that happens that the student actually remains in the district. That's why you need to actually reach out and email Debbie to let her know that a student has returned or is remaining within the district. If you don't do that, special services has no way of knowing that the student is still in the district. And what has happened on a couple of occasions is that the students will actually stay in the district, but then they will not be getting special education services, or those services won't be documented, and it becomes a compliance issue or a compensatory ed issue. So again, if you are deleting a withdrawal, meaning you've entered the withdrawal, but now you're taking it back or getting rid of that withdrawal, you must notify Debbie Eichner-Hatch that the student is staying within the district. If you have questions about that, please don't hesitate to contact Debbie. For a new student that is enrolling in the district who receives special education services, please make sure you just enroll the student at your neighborhood school, at their neighborhood school. Sometimes students may need to go to a specialized program that is housed in another building to be able to receive the services necessary to receive a free, appropriate public education. But it sometimes can be difficult to tell just based on the information that a parent provides, or sometimes what the parent shares about the sending district, because different districts have different programs. So please just go ahead and enroll the student in the neighborhood school, and then notify the school psychologist that a student with an IEP has enrolled, and the school psychologist will facilitate whether the student needs to remain in that school or will be receiving services at another building. If a student is transferring into the district in state from another school district that is in the state of Washington, please request records through CEDARS, the Student Records Exchange, and enter the student's name, grade, and LRE information into the Special Services New Student Enrollment Google document. This information for new enrolled students coming from in-state needs to be entered in the Google document through November 1st. That's the date of our federal count. When you request records through CEDARS, please make sure you go to the special education information, which is located under attributes and programs. It's really important that you enter the appropriate information in the Google document, because that helps notify the district that a new student is transferring into the district from another Washington state school, and it allows us to have more accurate building and district numbers. Here's one thing you do not need to do. If a student is already enrolled in the early learning center and is just transitioning up to the elementary level, they are already enrolled in our district, and you do not need to add them on the special services Google document. If they're coming from the early learning center, they're already enrolled in the district, and we already know that they're here. So this is just for new students coming to Lake Stevens from another Washington state school. So from any student that is transferring into Lake Stevens who attended a school or a district out of state, we need you to request records, including the special education records from the sending school, and then also enroll the student's name and grade into the Special Services New Student Enrollment document. Again, this needs to be entered through November 1st. But please make sure for any out-of-state transfers that you are requesting both their records, which is typically their compliance file and so forth, and any special education records. That's really important to get those in a timely manner to ensure that we're providing the appropriate services to the students once they are enrolled in our district. For any students who are transferring out of the district who need Lake Stevens records, or for any other requests for special education records, please send the special education request to SPED records, so SPED records at lakestevens.wednet.edu. We have somebody that monitors that email on a daily basis and will provide the special education records necessary. And the last thing I want to touch on is timesheets. So oftentimes teachers, special education teachers, specialists, and gen ed teachers, they attend IEP meetings or evaluation meetings outside of their regular contract day. If they attend an official IEP or evaluation meeting outside of their regular contract day, they are additionally compensated for that time that's outside of the contract day. So what they need to do is fill out a timesheet, have the teacher sign it. They need to put the student's last name or initials so we can track the meeting, and the building administrator needs to sign that. One thing I want to note is that there oftentimes are student meetings or parent meetings for students who have IEPs, but they are not official evaluation or IEP meetings. They are just meetings to plan for the student's success or to problem solve a situation or so forth. And it's for they might attend this kind of meeting for anybody, but this student might happen to receive special education services. There will be meetings like that that occur throughout the year that happen outside of a staff member's contracted day. However, those meetings are not additionally compensated. Teachers and all staff members are already being compensated for parent and student meetings as part of his or her annual salary, and it's just part of their professional responsibility. The only meetings that are compensated additionally outside of their workday are official evaluation and IEP meetings. We don't expect you to monitor all that. Please just submit any timesheets that you're given to the special service office professional, and we will monitor that at the district office. In addition, as many of you know, special education teachers, they have extended day as part of their contract. This is paid as a supplemental contract and no timesheet is required for those. In addition, OTs, SLPs, and PTs are also paid for additional days because we realize they're going to work outside of the regular contract day. And so these are all paid as part of the supplemental contract, and there are no timesheets required to receive those extended days. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to contact me or our special services office professional. If you have any questions about registration or transfers, please don't hesitate to contact Debbie Eichner-Hatch, our special services compliance office professional. And as always, we are so appreciative of the warm welcome that you provide all the students within our district. And thank you for all your hard work to make sure that everyone feels welcome and that they feel like that they belong within the district and that we're glad that they're here.